All right, busting out the big boys. Oh boy, this boat build just got super serious. Look at this. $1,000 transducer, a speaker, another transducer, a hydro wave, EcoMap UHD 93 SV, a black box, panoptics. I mean, wires everywhere. Wiring, more wiring. Holy crap, man. It got serious very fast. Check out that catfish.
Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Alright, it is part 2 of trying to get this freaking front deck done. I gotta get these wire in, and then we can start working on the actual deck itself again. So let's go ahead and get all this wire shoved into the pipe. So that is where the wire is coming out through this tube. I still need to secure this tube, but for now we're just getting the wire in, getting all that in place. How much wire we got over here? That should be enough. And then on this end we got all of this, which again will be enough to go any direction. So we're good there. I know y'all aren't fans of the elbow, but I'm gonna do it. Just to bring the wire under that aluminum angle right here, so it doesn't cut it or anything. I don't think it would, but just to be safe. Alright, now that is what we're left with, and this will get tucked up here. Now we need to run the wire for the trolling motor. We got this 6-gauge marine wire here. It's already connected from the last build. Gonna keep those on. I would definitely won't need all of this wire. On the last build, the trolling motor was here, and the trolling motor battery was all the way in the back, and that is why this wire is so long. And then I'll just drill a hole over here that's way smaller, and then put a grommet on that, and then just run the wire through that. I may be able to put the pedal in here, and the wire that's coming off the pedal may be able to even reach. Maybe not. I'll go check right now. So I checked it, and there is 3 feet coming off of the pedal. So 3 foot will probably get to the wall. So we will need to add a little bit. Oh, you know what I need to get? I need to get one of those quick disconnects. I need so much stuff. I might as well run to Amarillo, go get a quick disconnect thing for the trolling motor, so we can just easily plug that in, or easily have all this wired to the tray and just plug that in once all this is done. And yeah, I'm just gonna go to Amarillo real quick. Oh, I don't want to. It's gonna be like 3 hours. It's gonna kill so much time, but let's do it. Well, all right, that killed about 6 hours, not 3. So we're now home. We got a bunch of stuff for the boat. Dude, the boat is such a mess right now. I got the trolling motor plug, got the female and the male, got some inline fuse holders for the fish finders. I already have some, but I got some new ones. We got some dock line here, the stretchy ones. And we got some sea foam as well. I have not started the motor up in a while, so once I do, I'm gonna run this through it. Probably do that in a few days actually, before I take the boat out to test her out. I don't want to get stranded out there. And then we got some battery trays. These can go in the box. We won't be using those for a while. So this is gonna get connected to the trolling motor wire, and this will get connected right here on the side. So there's a visual of how that's gonna be. I really need to get the paint on this thing done because we're getting so much stuff attached to it. I should also probably set the foot pedal in here and see where it sits and see where it ends. That way this doesn't interfere with that. So alright, so that ends there. So we could put it up here and it shouldn't be a problem. Before I throw this in, I'm going to go ahead and cut a few pieces of square foam just to fill in this area. It needs to be filled up to about here. Like I said, I want to fill this entire area up with foam. So let's go ahead and get that back corner filled in with foam. Then we can throw in the tray and not have to worry about this back corner at all anymore. We have a lot of foam. I want to get rid of all this foam. We'll go to here because I still need to drill holes in this wall. 14 inches, okay, 14 by 9 1/4 squares. L7 squared weenie. All right, there's one. I'm gonna save these little pieces because I guarantee you I can throw them in somewhere just to fill in little bitty gaps.
I've been down so long that my mind can't get no rest.
All right, we got a nice little stack cut. Oh yeah. Okay, so that fits there around the pipe. Need to cut one more shorter. This brings me back to when I was first cutting the foam for the base of the floor when we first started this thing. And look where we are now. I also gotta keep in mind that there is the drain right there as well. Alright, so this top sheet is definitely gonna hit the drain, but I want to set it down and leave a mark on the foam, and that will tell me where to cut it out. So there is the mark it left, so we just need to notch this piece out.
No, no, this ain't easy, darling, 'cause the devil's on my trail.
Boom! We're filling up every gap we can already. Just shoving these two. Uh-oh. We're gonna push this one up into that bar. Alright, we got foam up in that little crease. This bad boy's gonna be full of foam. She's definitely sitting on it. We can shove a piece back in there too. No gaps left behind. Alright, the hose is attached, and now let's get some rivets going and see if we can get this tray to sit down. It's like literally that much over, so we're definitely pushing as much foam in there as we can. But if we can get that much foam into here, then we could easily step on that tray and not have any worries of it like falling through. Not that you normally step in the tray, but you do put some weight on it. First rivet going in. Alright, dude, that is solid. Look, I can't even move this foam out. That foam ain't going nowhere. Ooh, you. Maybe. Oh, yeah, dude. Guys, shove as much foam as you can in your boat. You don't want it sinking to the bottom of the lake. I'm literally filling up this little spot back here behind the tray. Boom. We got the tray in place, we got the hose down here connected. Now we can get this bad boy in place. We do need to add some paint to that. That thing was looking ugly actually. But once we get some more paint in here, clean it all out, it will be looking good again. So now these wires will run to this cable here, which I still need to cut down because we have too much of it. Honestly, guys, I think I'm gonna get rid of this pipe. Don't need it. Let's make a new hole because this hole is way too big. And we'll just cover this hole with the foam and you won't see it. It will disappear. Okay, so power cable is coming through here at the side. And then the transducer cable will probably come through over here. And then that will come over here into the fish finder. That's for that transducer. I also have to worry about the black box and the Panoptix transducer. I probably should build a little box right here or something for all the cable, just so it's not all freaking crazy in here. I guess we could do that with the foam. We'll leave the foam like a square cut out in the foam, a little pocket, and that is where all the cable will sit. Because there's gonna be a lot of cable left over. Dude, I'm happy with that foam. This boat's gonna freaking float, man. Maybe, I don't know. Should we test her? Should we sink her on purpose and see if it floats? No. I mean, I would like to, but no. It'll make it all dirty. Sink a boat on purpose. Sounds like a psychopath, right? But it's for science. It's to see if the boat will ever float in real life. If I could know for a fact that the boat wouldn't sink because I put so much foam in there, you know how much comfortable I would be on the boat after knowing that? It's like, I don't care big wave comes to hit me, I don't care. This thing ain't going down. This thing's a freaking tank. Nothing's gonna sink this bad boy. But of course, to know that, you have to kind of sink it, but we're not gonna sink it. So I've been saving all of the little stubs off the rivets. I did a lot of rivets on this boat build. We filled up this entire bag. And my plan was to, at the end of the build, oh my gosh, melt all these down. It's aluminum. And like make either like a bracelet or a necklace out of all of these after it gets all melted down. Maybe find like a jeweler that could do it. I'm not sure if you can even wear aluminum. I'm not sure if it's like corrosive to your skin or anything. I need to check on that. Make sure it's safe, but if not a bracelet, at least melt it down and make something cool. Maybe like an AR or something. The logo of my YouTube channel using all of these. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, that's my plan with all those. It's kind of like a memorial piece for me building this entire boat. All right, where are we now? We got all that. We got all this wire in. I really need to get this pipe secured into place. We could add a zip tie around this piece here and then around the elbow of the pipe, and that should keep it all in place. We'll run a few zip ties so it never breaks. I think I'm gonna shove a piece of foam back behind it because there's a gap back here, and that will help with the rattling. Building a boat. Trying to build a boat. Does it at least look like a boat? Am I close? No freaking way I just did that first try. Without even using a template. I mean, it's not exact, but it's pretty dang good. I'll take it. You probably won't even be able to get it in unless we piece it in. Freaking tight up in there, dude. Perfect. Dude. Get freaking real, man. Look how perfect that came out. I had to cut it in half to fit, but for not using a template at all, not bad at all. I mean, we got extra foam in there, but that's really in there just to help this pipe not move around so much. Once I zip tie that in, it will have no side-to-side movement like it did before. I love when things just work out perfectly. All right, there's one zip tie. Oh, dude, that is solid. Yes. Solid as can be. And all the way butted up in there. Freaking perfect. Uno más. Alright, we got 3 zip ties. And that is solid. Not going anywhere. We got it backed with some foam in there as well. Dude, this is gonna look freaking awesome. This won't be seen. Guys, just because it's under the deck and not seen doesn't mean you can just trash it, alright? It still needs to look good on the inside. And this is gonna look good. Once it's all cleaned out, wires ran, full of foam, it's gonna be freaking beautiful. We're gonna get a lot of freaking foam in here too. So once again, that will be up above the deck. Let's just hang it out there for now. Alright, so we got all that done. This wiring over here is completely done. Got it all secured in the plates, got the foam back behind it. I'm gonna drop this battery box down in here. It's full of stuff, but this is just going to be our makeshift battery for now. Pretend that's a battery, alright? Gonna do the battery tray in here, and then the box out here. In case we need to move the battery back a little bit, just to help out. Because weight placement on the boat is everything. I'm gonna make the wiring to fit over there just in case, just so we have it if we need it. Just in case. We're gonna add more wire in case we need to move the battery back more. So now we have enough wire to move the battery all the way back to the middle of this rod locker here. I'm calling this a rod locker. It's not gonna be a rod locker, it's just what I'm calling it. So let's go ahead and cut these wires here. And now I just need to drill these holes for this to run through. We need to run these wires. But I'm seeing this gap up here, and I kind of want to go ahead and just shove foam up in there. I'm having fun just shoving this foam into all these little gaps. I'm easy to please. Give me a gap and some foam, and I'm happy. Oh, she's gonna be tight, but we're gonna get it in there. No gaps. Now we can get back to the wiring. I just had to fill up that gap. Since this wire is elongated, 2 wires, all I want to do is just cut out 1 slit and then shove that in that little crack so it's super tight. Now we can shove the wire through it. Look at mom giving birth. And once again, I'll just cover this hole up with the foam. You won't see that. Alright, we need to make this connection here. And like I said, this connection cannot ever fail. So, doing it all right. We got the soldering iron, solder, 6-gauge crimps, and marine heat shrink tubing. So, not taking any shortcuts here. We're gonna do it all right. Everything I have here is marine grade. We're gonna heat shrink this around the wire just so we can close it off tighter.
I could really use a change of scenery. Yeah. Everybody smoking all the greenery. Yeah. Close the matches they were handed down to me. But I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Pills to make the man, but that poison's gonna chew you. From the inside out. So right now, say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me.
Alright, no more messing around. We're in torch mode. Alright, there is a negative wire all fully attached. That thing, it will never come undone. So much freaking solder in there, dude. Holy crap.
Cheers to all the haters, cause you proved to me that rising to the top was my destiny. You can see whatever from behind me, but I'm still fly, I know. I'm still fly, let's go. It could all be worse, I could be a hater like you. It could all be worse. Clothes to make the man, but that poison's gonna kill you. From the inside out, it's time to say it with your chest now, say it with your chest now. I'm young, I'm free, can't nobody take me here and now. It's my time to run it out. It's my time to ride it. I'm young.
Alright, there it is. Can y'all see that adhesive right there coming out? That is what you want. That is a watertight seal, so no water will ever get inside this wire. But we can go ahead and shove this excess back through the wall. Alright, real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and use some electrical tape on that just to wrap it all up. We'll give a little bit of slack just in case something gets pulled out on this end. It won't yank that too hard. We still need to run the wire for the transducer. Why do they make this, man? They can make this so much easier, I feel like, without these stupid clamps. You worry you're gonna break them. You worry you're gonna freaking stab your finger. It's 2021. We can do better. It is 2021, right? What year is it? Okay, we got it.
Life has never really been fair. So put your fist up in the air. Say yeah. I'm young, I'm free, can't
All right, we got her in and she's tight. I'm getting all this crap on this box and I still have to paint it. Oh well, be all right. Get past this part and we're good. Come on. Yes. Yes. We'll get back to this when we install the old fish finders. This Panoptix. Dang it, I'm gonna go bust that open and see how long that wiring is. Alright, busting out the big boys. We got the Garmin EchoMap UHD 93 SV. We got the Garmin Panoptix Live Scope System and Black Box. And we got the Hydro Wave. A bunch of people told me not to get this because it's a waste of money, but I got it for free. My discount with tbnation.net. I basically got all of this for the same price of just this. So still a fat amount of money. This thing is expensive as crap, but totally worth it. And since I got this for free, that's just a plus. So do they work? Do they not work? I don't know, but if that many people use them, I would say they work. Don't know, never had one, but we'll put it to the test. But let's see, let's go ahead and open all this up and see what we're working with here. See what wiring we're gonna have to run or not run. So we got this that connects to the system here. That is a horrible, horrible, ugly spot to put the wiring running off the sides like that. The speaker can be mounted to the bottom or top of the trolling motor on your boat as pictured below. But unfortunately that means we have to run this now. We're gonna have all this stuff just sitting right here waiting to be installed. This is a long video, guys. I wasn't expecting this much work. This may be a 3-part video. But I mean, we gotta run all the wire. We gotta make sure everything is ran before we close off the deck. There's no going back. Alright, Garmin Black Box. This is how she looks. This is the brains of the whole Panoptix. Boom. Okay, I'm hoping this has a bunch of wire because I would like to be able to put it over here somewhere and not under the deck because there's wire connections to this. So hopefully we can do that. We'll see right now. See how much wire it comes with. And here's the bad boy itself. This is your $1,000 wire that you do not want to damage. There's the transducer. Oh, so freaking beautiful, dude. This is power. Not very long. So we can connect this to 14 gauge. We can extend this. This is fish finder to Black Box, which sucks because it's short. That reaches. What am I thinking? So the transducer of this, we're gonna have to build like an arm or something to stick out of the boat that drops down, and the transducer will be down here. So let's hope, I mean it looks like it can, but let's hope this will reach to over there as well. And if it can, we're putting a black box in there. I wouldn't mind being able to remove the black box from the boat if I ever need to leave the boat somewhere to take it out because it's freaking expensive. Sadly, I can't take out the transducer though. This black box is gonna have to be like on this wall as close as possible, but I'm gonna want this facing up so I can see the wiring when I'm plugging them in. Let's just open up the fish finder real quick, even though the boat's a freaking mess. See what all comes in this. Oh, dude. Oh, it's all a scam. There's the fish finder. Dude, this thing's gonna be sexy on this boat. Let's go grab the other one, shall we? Put them side by side for the first time. All right, here is the first side by side of the two 9-inch Garmin fish finders I'm throwing on this boat. Guys, to be honest, this feels like overkill for this little 1436 boat. This is going to be the baddest 1436 John boat out there, I'm telling you, man. So this is the Panoptix, the live scope screen. And this is the Garmin Striker Plus 9 SV. This is the down imaging and the side view imaging. So we'll have down view, side view, live scope, And then also have this little Helix 5 hummingbird. This is for the back of the boat. For when I'm driving, I'll have a fish finder back here. I can scope out the fish on the move. That is what that is for. As you can see, I already have the wiring for it all wired back here. Back of the boat is done. I will have to drill a hole right here to get that wire to come up, but I've yet to test out the doors if they can open. Probably should have done that. My plan for this fish finder is just right here chilling. I'll be sitting there driving. I can see it if we pass over any fish. Here's a test. This is what I haven't tested yet. If the door opens or hits it as it opens, it shouldn't. Oh yeah, dude, perfect. But we have a good solid inch and a half of clearance there. We can probably even tilt it back a little bit. Oh, we can tilt it all the way and it won't hit. Yes. No worries at all with the door opening. Perfect. 3 fish finders, guys, on this little 1436 John boat. Like I said in the earlier video, this boat is going to be one of the best, or top notch, up to par with one of the best John boat builds out there. I mean, with everything I'm throwing on it, it's gonna be insane. I'm stoked. I'm stoked to have live scope. Look at this, just freaking stacked up over here, dude. Let me know, guys, is this overkill? 3 fish finders? Let me know. It definitely seems like overkill, I'm not gonna lie, but we're out here to make the baddest John boat ever. Here's the deal. These are from the last build. This isn't. This is new. It was on my last build, but I didn't ever use it because I put it on and parked the boat. Never got to use it once. So this is already from the last build. This kind of is. And then this, the live scope, that's new. So I was like, well, I might as well throw it all on. It'd be super sick, right? But let me know in the comments if it's overkill, if it's too much. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and call it quits today. Come back tomorrow with a clear mind, and we will get this all done tomorrow. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Peace.